everyone, it's Alice and welcome to September's episode of Book Box Battle. So first of all, I would like to say a huge thank you to everybody for supporting us and getting us to 1,000 subscribers, because it blows my mind that we've come this far, but I am so grateful, and hopefully we'll still be here in another 1,000, because we're still having a lot of fun on the channel and still having a lot of fun making videos for you, so fingers crossed you're still having fun as well, and we'll be around for a while yet. So, if you haven't been on this channel before, you might not have heard of Book Box Battle, but it's our own video series when we pit OwlCrate, FairyLoot and Illumicrate against each other to see which one is best this month. It was tight between FairyLoot and OwlCrate last month, but OwlCrate just wasn't really to my aesthetic, so they were pipped to the post. So FairyLoot will be the one that we open on us this month, because they won last month, and that's how we always do it. So I'm actually going to start off with Illumicrate today. They've been consistently disappointing me throughout the year, and so at this point I just like getting them out of the way first, because then I feel like it's got to be up from here. But this is a very heavy box. I know you can't tell, but I still get these delivered to my parents' house because they have a porch and that way they're indoors and I'm not worried about them getting damaged in the rain or taken. And when I picked it up from my parents' house, I literally went, oh my god, that's so heavy, which I don't normally do. So we'll have a look together and see what's inside. I think I can remember what the book is, which is one reason I decided to wear my avocado onesie today, because it is indeed. The theme is Book Devourers. So I was thinking I might as well get a bit foodie, because that's the only thing I can remember about any of these boxes. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's a book called like Book Eaters or something like that, so I might as well wear food. So as normal, I won't look at the spoiler card until I need to refer to it for either a artist's name or a fandom if I don't recognise it, so I'll pop that down there. And we're going to dive straight into this excitingly shaped rectangular box, because this is going to be another ceramic book pot. This is a collectible that Illumicrate have been doing for a few years. I think they're super cute. I don't have enough ideas of what to use them for, so at the moment I've got 3 on a bookcase looking pretty and 3 on a bookcase holding bookmarks. And let's hope that this one will be just as lovely as the others and they will all look nice together. If I can break into the box. There we go. So, I can't get into it. Oh no. This is the first one of these I've ever had trouble opening. Oh, is it like a slightly wider pot maybe? Or am I just not as smart as I normally am? Oh, this is cute. Oh, it's red. Okay, so we've got an archive of great libraries. Journey through our greatest collections of knowledge. And then on the spine it says Great Libraries, Alexandria, Saraswati, Mahal and Bodleian. So that's really cute. I'm surprised they didn't do something like that with the Babel box, to be honest. Because if you put that in like a black and white theme, that would have fit really nicely in the Babel box. But that's really cute, and I always like these book pots, even if, as I said, I don't have enough uses for them. They're just a nice collectible that is both aesthetically pleasing and very useful. Puffy stuff. Then we have, oh, it's another one of these book pouch things. Okay, so they've done a couple of these so far. I think they did one inspired by, I want to say it was the Song of Achilles, and one inspired by Nevernight, and I actually used one of them to store my ducks from Hook It Up, and one of them to store my period stuff. So I don't use them for books. I don't really understand the idea of using them for books because of the fact that they're like shapeless. Oh, all like the inside is stuck together. That's concerning. There we go. So, but yeah, well, they're kind of shapeless. Because the idea is that you like push the pouch and it sits up, and then you have like your TBR in it. But I prefer to use it for stuff that isn't like doesn't have corners and squares, because it just feels nicer. But this is the first one they've done that isn't like black and red, so it's nice to have a different coloured one. It says, where is human nature so weak as in the bookstore? And that's a quote by Henry Ward Beecher. But that is really gorgeous colours. I like the fact that they've got like the cat curled up on the bookshelf. That's really cute. I'm liking the gold through the design and then the gold around the top. That's nice attention to detail. This is my favourite one of these so far. This would, I feel like I would be more inclined to use this one as a kind of haul bag or a TBR bag because of the quote that's on it. And I don't know if they've changed the material, but it feels a bit sturdier. It feels a bit nicer than the other ones. And it does actually come out into points. The other ones have seemed a lot rounder than that. So I don't know if they've changed the design. But yeah, this is my favourite one of these so far. This is the first one of these that I've really liked. So that's exciting. We then have Tempest Fugit, a ceramic plate. Tempest Fugit means time flies. And this is dishwasher safe and microwave safe, which a lot of BookBox stuff doesn't take into consideration. Oh, okay, this is actually really beautiful. It's like a book with butterflies and flowers. Oh, that's stunning. Oh, I don't normally like the plates and things, but this is one that I would really use. Oh, this is so beautiful. Also, it's gonna sound like I'm being finicky. It's got a tiny little scratch, like, through the design on the middle. But I actually like that because it makes me more inclined to use it, because I always worry about using things from book boxes in case I ruin them and they're not perfect anymore and I'll be really sad. But if it's already got a little imperfection, then I actually think I'm going to be more inclined to use that. I think using that to have my breakfast croissants on, I have 2 croissants with Nutella every single morning for breakfast. And I have been stealing the kids' Paw Patrol dishes recently. But using this to have my breakfast croissants on, I think would actually give me quite a nice boost for the day, which is really nice. So the artwork is by Studio AO for Illumicrate. And I love this. This might be my single favourite item that they've ever included because it's just so aesthetically pleasing. The art is gorgeous. And I like the fact that it's so basic and so simplistic. Oh, that was me, like, all of their boxes have disappointed me this year, and then this might be the best box that they've ever done. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's something else. Oh my god, there's 2 ceramic plates. Oh, there's me like, I really, really like this, and I got another one of them. Oh my god. Okay, so this one says Nitima in Vetitum, which is meaning we strive for the forbidden. This is again by Studio AO. Oh my god, if it's that design from the front, oh my god, this is like exactly my aesthetic. I love black and white, I love spooky shit. Oh my god, it's beautiful! Look how stunning! And this is again dishwasher safe and microwave safe. And again, it has a tiny imperfection, so I'm not going to be worried about using it. Oh, this is getting me Gideon the Ninth vibes, and I love Gideon the Ninth, and I love skulls, and I love the kind of dark academia vibes I'm getting. Okay, I need more of these. I need like a whole collection of these, please, because I know they're not even that bookish. They're still a bit bookish because they've got a book on each of the designs, but they're not actually actively inspired by any specific fandom, and I love that. That's so much more accessible, especially for like plates. Because if you've got something that's got quotes or character artwork and it's something you're not into, then you're not really going to want that in your house. But this is like so beautiful and so aesthetically pleasing and can appeal to such a wide fan base. Okay, they excelled themselves this month. Oh my god. Oh my god, I've never been that excited to see a plate. I was like, there's a box. Oh my god, it's another plate. I didn't get the plate back in the box quite nicely, but that's fine. Oh, they're beautiful. Oh, I love them, Illumicrate. Thank you. Oh, and then we've got playing cards. No, not playing cards. Reading prompt cards. TBR cards for the indecisive bookworm who has too many books. And these are designed by Franziska Stern at Cover Dungeon Rabbit, which might be the most badass username I've ever seen. And I also love the fact that the box is sparkly. It's got glitter bits. I love that. I also just realised that I've been getting so excited about everything that's in the box that I've forgotten to mention some of the artists' names, so we're just going to take a step back. All of these ceramic book pots are designed by Chatty Nora. As far as I'm aware, all of the book pouches have been designed by Ross Dottie at Illumicrate. And then Studio AO, the artist's name is Adriana Brezhin. And those are all going to have popped up on the screen, but just wanted to give them a quick mention. And then the reading prompt cards, I've already said. So, let us pop these open. Pop. Oh, there's lots of them. Right, let's see. What are some of the prompts we've got on? Oh, these are pretty. Oh my god, okay. So these are like whole ass rainbow. Oh my god, look how gorgeous they are. I don't think any of these are the same colour. I think every single card is a different colour. How freaking cool is that? Okay, there's a couple yellows, a couple purples. But like, look at the attention to detail on this. That's amazing. So much variety. And they're all so simple but so stunning. Right. We're going to read out these prompts and see what we've got. We've got the oldest book on your TBR. The newest book on your TBR. Oh no. A book by a queer author, which has gorgeous little rainbow illustrations. Big thumbs up to that. A book outside of your comfort zone. Oh, I like the fact that these are so open to interpretation. Again, these really appeal to a large fan base. A book from an author you've never read before. A book with multiple POVs, which is a good prompt for Illumicrate because they feature a lot of those. A book featuring your favourite trope. A book you've been wanting to reread, so not just focusing on reading for the first time. The longest book on your TBR and the shortest book on your TBR. A science fiction book, which has cute little constellations in the background. That's very sweet. The Illumicrate book you've had the longest, which for me would be Wolf by Wolf by Ryan Gryden. And I believe there was a book by Emery Lord. I don't know if I've still got it downstairs. But I think those two were the ones that came in the very first box. I can picture the Emery Lord book. It's like got a white spine and it's got purpley blue font. I just don't see it anywhere, but I'll ask Sean to edit the cover in when he edits this. But they were both in the first ever Illumicrate box, because I've been a subscriber since day one. Literally, Daphne announced that Illumicrate was going to be a thing, and I subscribed. I joined the waitlist straight away, subscribed straight away. And I still haven't read either of the books from the first box. So... It's not just recently that I've been not reading the books that arrive in these boxes. I've been doing that for a long while. We've also got your newest Illumicrate book, which, conveniently enough, is the next thing that I'm getting out of this box. A book by a debut author. Your prettiest Illumicrate book. They're just asking me to reread Empire of the Vampire, aren't they? A book you never finished. Too many of those. A book recommended by everyone you know. Oh, that's a good one. A book in a format you wouldn't usually read. A book by an author of colour. An anthology collection of short stories. A book that has been adapted into a movie or a TV show. A book with a colour in the title. A book with a one-word title. A book with natural elements on the cover. That's very open to interpretation. A book set in a country that's not your own. A book you bought for the cover. Way too guilty of that. A book with a romance. A book inspired by mythology. A book set in winter. And a book set in summer. So that is a really lovely selection of prompts, and those will appeal to a very large range of readers. There's nothing overly specific about any of those. It's not even like read a romance book, it's read a book with romance. And most books have at least some element of romance. Oh, I'm smashing up the box. I don't even care. I'm going to actually get a lot of use out of these, so the box is going to get destroyed very quickly. But, again, really simple, but really useful, really effective, really beautiful, still very aesthetically pleasing. I'm going to say it now, this is my favourite book Illumicrate. This is my favourite box that Illumicrate have ever done. I've never liked every item as much as I like every item in this box. So it's going to be really hard to beat this. Because, like, oh my god. If they could have more ones like this. And then let's move on to the book. And I hope that it's stunning. Because they can't let me down. Oh, it's one of those covers that's, like, really nicely tactile. And it's kind of, like, sketchy. I like that. This is The Book Eaters by Sunyi Dean. I think the original cover is normally more like the prompt card. So it's like this kind of creamy textured colour instead. And it says, once there was a mother who fed on stories and would do anything to survive. Oh, they've gone with like the little house. Oh, this is giving me Gallant vibes. I like that. Then we've got the end papers here that have like the sparkly stars and the red. It's signed by the author. And it's got a whole ass alternate cover on the actual hardcover case. Which is really freaking cool. Ooh, that's really aesthetically pleasing as well. Oh, I like this whole thing. Right, let us read out the blurb before Sean gets annoyed at me for forgetting to do it. Also, this is the newest Illumicrate book I've hauled. It's a beautiful book and it's a debut, so this fills up a lot of those prompts. Hidden across England and Scotland live 6 old book-eater families. The last of their lines, they exist on the fringes of society and subsist on a diet of stories and legends. Children are rare and their numbers have dwindled, so when Devon Fairweather's second child is born a dreaded mind-eater, a perversion of her own kind who consumes not stories but the minds and souls of humans, she flees before he can be turned into a weapon for the family, or worse. Living among humans and finding prey for her son, Devon seeks a cure for his hunger, but time is running out, for her family wants her back, and with every soul her son consumes, he loses a little more of himself. This is a story of escape, a mother's savage devotion, and a queer love that will electrify readers looking for something beguiling, thrilling, strange, and new. Okay, I think I love it already. I don't know for sure because I haven't read it yet, but I think I love it already. Like, as a mother, I don't normally skew towards reading stories about mothers and people with children because it's kind of like escapism, isn't it? Like, you don't often read the books that reflect your life that strongly. But I think because this one is like motherhood but with a very, very surprising twist, this is something that I think I could get extremely on board with. I'm a little sad that it's so short because that sounds like something that I want to just absolutely drown in. But I'm very excited to read this one and I am very excited by this entire box. Oh my god, the plates are so beautiful. I just can't stop looking at them. Every time I look around, I'm like, oh, but the plates though. I love them. I love them. And I bet Sean's going to get back. And I'm going to be like, look at these plates. And he's going to be like, don't like them. And I'll be like, screaming at him. Like, they're the most beautiful things I've ever owned. Yeah, this happens a lot. So, let us move on to OwlCrate. I'm pretty nervous about this now. I thought it was going to be all downhill from here, but now I don't think I'm ever going to open a box that good ever again. Cha-cha. Cha-cha. I forgot to clap. Cha-cha. Oh, straight off. The spoiler card has a spooky skull. We're in for a good day today, aren't we? Oh, I love the fact that it's coming up to Halloween. All these boxes doing their spooky shit. I love that. So this the theme/prompt, because that was what I was trying to say. I was trying to say thumped, which is apparently a thing now. The theme and prompt for OwlCrate is Memento Mori. So again, spoiler card to one side. We'll only refer to it if I need to for artists or fandoms. And we'll start off with a bag. A little like drawstring bag. Quite thin compared to some of the ones that OwlCrate have done in the past, because they've done very, very thick ones before that have like the faux leather strips at the bottom. And I find those ones a little bit hard to get on with because sometimes they get all twisted up. But this says Crestwell and Wadsworth Investigative Services, Belgrave Square, established 1888. I don't know what this is from, but I'm going to guess Stalking Jack the Ripper because of the time period. I'm probably really wrong about that though. Ah! Featuring beautiful artwork by Lichen and Limestone, this Stalking Jack the Ripper inspired backpack. I know a low-key amount of shit about different fandoms. But yeah, so like, that's really nice. Like, it'll be nice if I pop into the shops and I just want to take like my wallet and my phone with me, because then I'll have something that I can easily throw in. Rather than always having to take a massive backpack. It's nice to have something that's a bit lighter, and especially where it's a lot more pleasing of a material. And I do like the design on it as well. We then have something that includes batteries, which is mildly terrifying. It's got spooky skeleton hands on it, which is also giving me Gallant vibes, but I don't know if that's just because Bookie is giving me Gallant vibes. What the... Oh my god, it's a little tea light holder. Oh, this is so freaking cute though. Look at it. Oh my god, I can put this in my window over Halloween. Oh, but it's so cute. So it says, these dreams will be the death of me, and some people are repelled by darkness, others are drawn to it. I'm pretty sure that is Gallant. I've read Gallant, and I'm pretty sure that is Gallant. Oh my god, I love it. It's got one. Oh, can I have 2 winners this month? Is that allowed? Oh my god. Okay. That's so cute that it's got the little light built in. Oh, that is thinking ahead. I like that. Yep, it's a Gallant inspired lantern designed by No One Designs. So, oh my god. Oh, we got a candle! Oh my god, it's been years since they put a candle in. Oh. I don't know what the smell is, but it reminds me of one of my friends. That's a weird thing to think. Okay, so we've got, this is by Flick the Wick. It's called One Flesh, One End. Sea salt, musk, amber, cardamom, and citrus. Oh, I don't even know who it smells like. I'm just getting like really reminiscent of like I have smelled someone who smells this way. I'm just going to go around sniffing everybody from now on, aren't I? And this was Gideon the Ninth inspired, which I should have guessed because the skull on the outside has a little 9 on the front. Didn't I just say that I was getting Gideon the Ninth vibes from Illumicrate? OwlCrate and Illumicrate are both hitting all of my aesthetics this month. We've then got a little... Stories are the wildest things of all. And it's a little, like, faux leather pouch thing with a zip. And... oh my god, it's a little jewelry box. Oh my god. FairyLoot, I think. I think it was FairyLoot. Did a jewelry box last month, I want to say. And I'd never seen a book box do one before. And I was really surprised and I was really intrigued. And it was slightly larger and kind of like velvety. And I think I like this more because it's a bit more of a convenient size and a convenient shape. Like square things are always handy. It's got a little pouch where you can put kind of necklaces. You can hang the necklace on there, like the chain, and then the charm goes in the bottom. And then you've got room for rings and you've got room for earrings. So this is really, really good. You kind of got like a few outfits worth of space if you're going away anywhere. And this would be so easy to store everything in because I've been trying to pare back my jewellery collection, but I haven't wanted to get rid of everything. But if I'm just trying to keep it in something like this, that would be a good kick up the bum to be like, you need to unhaul some of that jewellery. So this is inspired by a monster calls and features a design by Raven Page's design. And yeah, it's a travel size jewellery box. This is a very good month. And then we've got a little baggie here that has a shiny thing in it. And I am like a magpie, so I'm very excited already. Is this a... Oh, what have I done? Is that meant to do that? What is this? I'm so confused. What is this? It says Memento Mori. The illustration is absolutely stunning. There's a little moon and some mushrooms and some leaves and a black book. And again, completely matches my aesthetic. I just don't know what this is and I'm terrified of breaking it. So I'm going to put it down and have a quick check before I get too frightened. Oh, this is clever. So what you do is you place the base on a flat surface and then you have the hook hanging over and you can hook your tote bags onto the bag holder. So that must be magnetic, I think. Yeah, this whole thing must be magnetic. That must be how it keeps closed. That's very clever. I don't know if I have anywhere where it would work, but then I guess I could try and find some kind of metal thing I can stand it on. And that is by Tess Menovich at Paperback Bones. And I always love Tess's designs, so I shouldn't be surprised. I've never had one of these included in a box before. But I might have never had a freaking lantern with a little tea light in it in a box before either. So this has been a very interesting month so far. And then we have the pin of the month, which is still the Literary Luggage Pins by Hey Alyce Creative, and I still love all of Kate's illustrations, so I'm looking forward to seeing this one, which is very gorgeous. It's the Serra Moon Festival, and it has all of these gorgeous designs in it. It looks a bit Arabic inspired, so I'm not sure whether it's going to end up being like City of Brass or We Hunt the Flame, so we'll have a look. And Ember in the Ashes. Okay. I haven't had a chance to read that yet, but the colouring is beautiful and the pins are beautiful, and I've loved this whole collection. I'm really not looking forward to it ending because it's been nice to have such a great monthly collectible to look forward to each month. And I got so excited that I'd forgotten that there was even going to be ones in this box, so that proves how good the rest of the box has been. And then we come to the book, and this is something I haven't actually heard of before. This is The Depths by Nicole L'Esperance. I recognise the author's name. I don't know what else she's written or if it will say in the book. But I definitely recognise the name for some reason. And if I can get into this very strangely folded plastic wrap, then we should be able to find out. We'll be right back after this brief interlude. We're in! We're into the book. Let us do this. So we've got the author letter, and then we've got the beautiful book with all of these lovely flowers on it. And it says on the back, deep down underneath it all, the island's heart beats. I think Tess might have had something to do with this one, because Tess has been doing these absolutely amazing foiled end papers recently, and look at these. They've got like these gorgeous palm tree leaf designs in the foiled. Oh my gosh, okay, so we've also got on the hardcover case, we've got two of the characters in like a watery, beautiful moonlit scene, and then we've got some lovely dragonflies and some scenery, which is very beautiful. And then we also have under the dust jacket artwork of the two characters stood in the beautiful scenery that's looking a lot darker and a lot more menacing. And then we've got the same end papers at the back as at the front. I've just managed to throw my dust jacket on the floor. Let's pretend that didn't happen. And then we also have the signature page there. And I'm just going to have a quick look and see if it has anything else that the author has written, because it's really bugging me why I know the name. And it doesn't. So I have no idea. Oh yeah, it does. The Wide Starlight, the Nightmare Thief, and the Dream Spies. I've got a feeling that the Wide Starlight and the Nightmare Thief came out quite close together, and we featured them in Book Birthday Party when we were running that last year. So that explains why I know the author's name. But I haven't had a chance to read any of her work yet, because I don't think it's been published in the UK. So this will be interesting. So then the description for this one is... I am going to butcher the name of the island. Please accept my apologies. Ukulele Island should be a paradise, but to Addie Spencer, it's more like a prison. Forced to tag along to the remote island on her mother's honeymoon, Addie isn't thrilled about being trapped there for 2 weeks. The island is stunning with its secluded beaches and forests full of white flowers, but there's something eerie about the place. After Addie meets an enigmatic boy on the beach, all the flowers start turning pink. The island loves you, he tells her, but she can't stop sleepwalking at night. The birds keep calling her name, and there's a strange little girl in the woods who wants to play hide and seek. When Addie learns about 2 sisters who died on the island centuries ago, she wonders if there's more to this place, things only she can see. Beneath its gorgeous surface, Ukulele Island is hiding dark, tangled secrets, and if Addie doesn't unravel them soon, the island might never let her go. Ooh, that sounds menacing, and I am very interested in that one. Ooh, this might be the best month of the year, let's be honest. And then we also have the prompt card for next month, which is A Study in Shadows. And we have the little OwlCrate Owl Babble, which shows us that their redesigned cover is dramatically different, because the normal cover has like a girl's face popping out of the leaves, and it gives Wilder Things vibes. And it's got lots of creepy crawlies on it, so I'm kind of grateful not to have that. Nice. Okay, so things are interesting so far. Like, I think this isn't my favourite OwlCrate box ever, but it's definitely up there. It's very impressive. I love all of the items. I will use all of the items, and that is one of the things that it's hardest for any of these boxes to get from me, because I'm quite picky when it comes to stuff like that. So this is really exciting. And now we're moving on to last month's winner, which is kind of terrifying, because I can't see how, on a normal month, nothing would be OwlCrate. On a normal month, nothing would be Illumicrate. But these two amazing boxes are up against each other, and there's a competitor as well. I am being spoiled this month. Okay, this is very exciting. Right, FairyLoot. The book is on the top, which is unusual. And we're not going to open the book first, because we always save that to the end. So we'll pop that over there. I feel something soft and fluffy. It is chom 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 da 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 blanket. Yes, it's a 6 Crimson Cranes blanket designed by Kelly Chung at After Blossom Art. I haven't read 6 Crimson Cranes yet, but I like the aesthetic of the book, and I have it, and I think it's gorgeous, and I love blankets. And I've just remembered something about next month's Illumicrate, which is making me think next month's might be even more exciting. Oh. Spoiler alert, it might have something to do with the blanket, but I'm not telling you anything more than that. This is so unusual because when I think of 6 Crimson Cranes, I think of pink, I think of purple, I think of red. I don't think of black and white. But this is absolutely gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I always love their blankets. I love their blankets so much that I wore the, oh god, it was like a dagger with a snake wrapped around it. I think it was Kingdom of the Wicked. I wore that to my friend's wedding. It was in my car and then it got cold, so I wore it around the wedding like a shawl, even though it was a blanket. That's how much I love these blankets. So do not underestimate me when I say I love these freaking blankets. So this is stunning, and it's soft and it's gorgeous, and I'm very excited by it. It's got a freaking dragon on it, which is just so sick. What can you want more than a blanket with a dragon on it? Nothing. How am I going to pick a winner? The blanket boxes always automatically win. We also have a little... Wait, I need to... No, I already told you who did the blanket because it was on the wrapper. That's fine. I don't even have my spoiler card yet. Everything's upside down. So the spoiler card, the prompt for this month is Farewell, My Love. So then we have the little tea tin, which has the little leaves on it. And it says, death was her poison and all she wanted was to consume more. And that's a quote by Adeline Grace. And this is designed by Chatty Nora and inspired by Belladonna by Adeline Grace. And that is ringing a bell in my head, and I'm now wondering if that might be the book that's in this bag. But we're not going to open that yet, so we won't know. We won't know ever until a couple of minutes have passed, and then we're on to that bit. We have a card and trinket tray designed by Rs28, and I don't like the Folk of the Air series, so I'm probably going to like the artwork on this one because I like Rs28's artwork, but I don't really like the series, so this is not going to be the one for me. Yeah, it's nice. Like, I always like on these ones the fact that you've got like the foiling within the character art, and I like the foiling around the outside, but it's just not going to be the one for me because it's not a book that I'm particularly enamoured by. We then have coasters. Botanic coasters designed by Stella Bookish Art. Blending more credence to the fact that I think it might be Belladonna in the box. We have at the top here the Atropa Belladonna. Belladonna. And we then have Helleborus viridis, which is hellebore. We have Solanum nigrum, which is nightshade. And we have Digitalis purpurea, which is foxglove. So, for some useful coasters. I managed to close my hair in the box. Why would I do that to myself? I hate everything. Not exactly my cup of tea, just because I prefer different coasters. They kind of remind me of the kind of thing that I would have seen at like my granny's house when I was younger, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, it's just not my specific aesthetic. So that doesn't appeal to me all that much, but I think that will be a huge seller for a lot of people. And then last but not least, we have the tarot cards. This month we have the Hanged Man and Death. And these are Signa as the Hanged Man and Death as the Death card. And these are from Belladonna by Adeline Grace. And these are also illustrated by Rs28. So let's see what FairyLoot have done to Belladonna, shall we? Let's do this. Oh, okay, so we've also got next month's theme, which is Sell Your Soul, and a author letter on an art print. I forgot what all of my words were for a second then and just stared blankly at you instead, because that's a nice thing to do. So this is by Kudriakan. And it is Belladonna by Adeline Grace, and I love this cover straight away. I've got a feeling it's normally a bluey green, but FairyLoot have made it purple, and purple's my favourite colours, so I'm fine with that. And I know a lot of people get very triggered by the fact that FairyLoot keep featuring purple on their books, so that makes me even happier that this one's purple. And then the edges, oh, that's nice. So we've got like the pale blue solid at the top and the bottom, and then we've got this pale blue with like the purple flowers. I like it. Your name is no curse, little bird. I just like the taste of it. Ooh, what is going on here? Oh, this sounds really good. Okay, so we've got artwork on the end papers. Is it going to be different at the back? Because they sometimes do that. Oh, it is indeed. It is a lady at a masquerade ball. And I'm a sucker for a masquerade ball, so that's making me even more excited about this. Okay, and the end papers are by Monolime Art. And then we've also got artwork on the hardcover, which is by Taraja. And that's so stunning. Like it feels really nice and tactile. Like it's that kind of almost clingy. Nobody's gonna understand what I mean by that, but it's kind of like an almost sticky feeling, and I like it. And this is one of those ones I would be happy to display without the hardcover. Like without the dust jacket, I'd be happy to just display this by itself. But this is just absolutely stunning. And then we also have, which was slightly glued to itself, but seems fine, I hope. If I can get it to close. Oh, there we go. The signature page. And I've just seen at the back that it says that the story will continue in Foxglove, which makes sense as to why one of the other Poison Flower coasters was the Foxglove. So let us find out what this is about, shall we? For as long as Senior Pharaoh has been alive, the people in her life have fallen like stars. Orphaned as a baby, 19-year-old Senior has been raised by a string of guardians, each more interested in her wealth than her well-being, and each has met an untimely end. Her remaining relatives are the elusive Hawthorns, an eccentric family living at Thorn Grove, an estate both glittery and gloomy. Its patriarch mourns his late wife through wild parties, while his son grapples for control of the family's waning reputation, and his daughter suffers from a mysterious illness. But when their mother's restless spirit appears, claiming she was poisoned, Senior realises that the family she depends on could be in grave danger and enlists the help of a surly stable boy to help hunt down the killer. Senior's best chance of uncovering the murderer, though, is an alliance with Death himself, a fascinating, dangerous shadow who has never been far from her side. Though he's made her life a living hell, Death shows Senior that their growing connection may be more powerful and more irresistible than she ever dared imagine. From New York Times bestselling author Adeline Grace, Belladonna brings to life a highly romantic, gothic-infused world of wealth, desire, and betrayal. So I am getting a series of unfortunate events meets the Inheritance Games vibes, because she's an orphan and everyone is just interested in her wealth more than her well-being, and they all meet an untimely end, which is classic a series of unfortunate events. But then you've also got the fact that she's living with the Hawthorns, who are the family in the Inheritance Games, so you can see where I'm going with this. So that's what I'm going to say. This is my comp. I don't know because I haven't read it yet. If you have, please let me know if that description is adequate or anywhere near accurate, because like if it is a series of unfortunate events meets the Inheritance Games, I am here tomorrow. I am reading this in the morning. So I've now got to pick a winner. And I hate to say it because of how much I love that copy of Belladonna, but it's not FairyLoot. I don't like the Folk of the Air series. I'm not a huge fan of the tea tins because I've already got a few of them. And even though I love the blanket, I can't just give it to a box for the blanket, especially not when OwlCrate and Illumicrate have blown me away so much this month. So now it's between OwlCrate and Illumicrate, and I'm going to be honest, my brain is telling me not to jump into a decision and not to just give it to Illumicrate. But my heart is saying, you love the plates so much, you love the plates, you love the plates. So Illumicrate, congratulations, you have won the September 2022 episode of Book Box Battle. I can't actually remember the last time I said those words. I can't remember the last time Illumicrate won. And there was me over the summer thinking, maybe I'll unsubscribe, maybe I'll wait until the end of the year and then unsub, but then they put out all the stops into a box like this, and how can I turn that down? How can I turn that down? The plates were stunning, the book was gorgeous, it sounds exactly my cup of tea, the reading prompts I am so here for. This is the most excited I can ever remember being about an Illumicrate box. But then simultaneously, I can't remember the last time I was as excited about all 3 books that were featured. I can't wait to read The Death Eaters. I can't wait to read The Death Eaters. That's not right. The Book Eaters. I can't wait to read Belladonna, and I can't wait to read The Depths, because they all sound like they will appeal to me so perfectly. And I am just so happy right now because no one disappointed me. FairyLoot didn't win just because of purely like aesthetic reasons and purely like not liking the specific fandoms, but I'm sure a lot of people will be thinking that FairyLoot were in with a really great chance because these items will appeal to them. And the blanket was gorgeous. It was close. It was very close. But congratulations to Illumicrate. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, then please give it a like, and if you'd like to subscribe, we'd be super duper grateful. I'm about to die coughing, so I'm just going to pause for a sec. Okay. Please let me know if you think that I picked the right winner for this month, or if you felt differently, what your favourite item was, what your least favourite item was, which box you wish that you had received, or which box was your favourite if you did receive all 3. And then, yeah, we'll see you again in a few days with another video. I'm Alyce. This is the Bumbling Blogger, and another huge congratulations to Illumicrate for absolutely smashing it this month. See you again soon. Bye. Yeah?
Yeah, stick your tongue out. You're a blanket ghost.
Blanket ghost.
Or are you a blanket ghost dragon?
Blanket ghost.
Oh, I love you, you sausage roll. I'm still filming.
No, I love you.